Good morning, good morning. Happy 1st of December. So I'm full on festive red today because I'm also doing some networking this morning as well. And apparently it's got to be festive. Don't really do Christmas jumpers. Do you do Christmas jumpers? So for anybody catch up, I'm Karen Curitin, social media trainer. Do comment, do DM me with any questions following this live, because as if you follow me regularly, you'll know that pretty much every time around between 8:30 on a Monday morning, I'm live sharing social media tips, ideas. Hopefully I'm just going to adjust my camera, bit of inspiration to help you get you through the week on your socials. So 1st of December, how are you using this time productively? Because if you're a service-based business, a lot of our clients are starting to not want to see us till January. I've just been doing some very quick follow-up, excuse me, cheers, to some people who actually want to see me before Christmas, which is great. But I've decided that today is all around planning. And at this time of year is when I start and talk to my clients, my lovely members of Social Media Success for Trainers and Coaches and Social Media for Growth. I start and talk about planning for 2026 or whatever the next year is. So what I'm going to share with you are some tips around how you can set your business up for social media success in the coming months and year. Because what we tend to do, because of our phones, we tend to be very reactive with our social media. And quite often when I sit down with clients, um, it often comes across that they're not planning. So what I would urge you to do is maybe use some time this month and start and put things into place. So as a, for example, I've planned my first quarter of workshops. I'm probably going to add one more. So I've planned a Getting Your Done workshop, which is on the 22nd of January. That's in person here in the East Midlands. I'm also doing it as an online session on the 12th of January. So if you don't want to come to East Midlands, you can join me online on the 12th of January. Similar workshop, but very different outcomes because the in-person day is about implementation time. It's not just the learning, it's actually taking time to put the learning into practice, which will be fun. So planning is your first thing, and that's what I'd urge you to use part of December. Maybe block out. One of the things I think as businesses we're not very good at is blocking out time to plan. We're very reactive with our businesses. So I've planned 3 workshops, possibly a fourth one. I might put in a fourth one for the first quarter of the year. So quarter one for my business will be talking about my workshops from a marketing perspective when I go networking. I'm also going to be looking at doing some free webinars. So if you're not on my mailing list, do DM me and I can make sure you're on the mailing list so you get that, because I'm planning a webinar probably for early February, a free training for women in business in early January. Then quarter two, what's your focus? What's your priority? But aside from your focus of who you want to work with, why they'd want to work with you, I want you to take a reflective look back at this year. What has this year delivered you in terms of results? Have you shifted your focus and direction of what you're doing in your business? Because we all have to be agile, and when we're a smaller business that's much easier to do. So I've just sent an email, actually just drafted an email to a new client who have an estate agency, but they have also other parts of their business. So one of the questions I'm asking them is, what is your proportionate focus? Because if you have more than one service, so as a, for example, for myself, I do one-to-one training. I have 2 memberships. Oh, that's charming. Yeah, we'll just delete you. Thank you. And I don't know why this has all also happened, that YouTube in the last couple of weeks getting really unpleasant people. So I might actually stop streaming onto YouTube from next week. So anybody on YouTube that's been unpleasant, I just don't accept that. I don't accept that. So let's have a look at this year. What has this year delivered? What was your focus when you started out in January? What was your focus? What did you want to do that? And that's the really important thing, is make sure that have you delivered what this year expected? Are you clear on what your outcomes are for this year? So I know when I started this year, where I wanted to be by right now, really. And if you haven't done that, then have some time to look at what you did. What worked, didn't work. What's important? Hey, Bryony, nice to see. Had some real weirdos from YouTube jumping on. I'm going to stop them. I'm going to end that, remove that now. There we go.